Hey guys, today we're playing, and this is me attempting to read this, Gekirindan for the arcade on the Taito Legends Arcade Compilation 2, or Taito Legends 2 Arcade Compilation. It doesn't have arcade compilations in the title, but that's what it is. But you guys should know that by now. I've reviewed a few of these. Unless this is the first time you're watching, then hey, thanks for watching my channel. But anyway, if I didn't say that word right, I apologize. There's probably some YouTube video with somebody who's saying it right. But on to the game. This is also available, well, the compilation is also available on the original Xbox. I'm playing on this on the PlayStation 3. It shouldn't make a difference because, like, so far, like, everything I played that I own, like, runs properly, so there's really no issues. It's not like you're not going to get the full experience or anything like that. So yeah, we're going to pick our ship. This game's tough as nails, at least to me. This is also ported on the Sega Saturn. Like, this is a pretty tough game. It involves time travel, shooting, blowing shit up, you know, the works. Super attacks that I accidentally just pressed. Some people are good at this game. I'm terrible at it, but I like it a lot. The control's a little iffy. Iffy meaning kind of slippery. Your hitbox is a little bit off. But you know, it's still a fun game. I highly recommend to get it on this compilation. Unless you're like some sort of like Saturn purist. This was originally an arcade game, and this runs good, and this compilation as a whole is very affordable. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I think it was $2. And if they don't have it, like if you have a GameStop near you, I know some people don't like GameStop, but it's good for getting some of these older PlayStation 2 games. Like, I got this $2 from GameStop. This whole compilation, it's worth every penny. Some of these games would be super expensive if you tried to buy them for like the PlayStation. Like, especially like the Garius games. And Ray Storm would be way more than like the $2 that I paid for this if you like went and bought the disc. Plus, these games, a lot of them, since they're arcade ports, have better animation. It's more fluid. Sometimes when you get an arcade port, they put extra stuff, but as far as I know, most of the ports on this compilation like are pretty straightforward ports. So there's nothing really extra on those games. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The robot doesn't like me. So this is kind of an interesting concept of a game. Each level you go through time. There's a game on the NES where you went through time, and I can't remember what it was called. Retro Gamer 3, I think, reviewed it. And it reminded me of this, and at first I thought it was like related to this game, but I don't think it is. If you want to look that game up, I'm sure it's on there. I can't think of the game right now, and all these colors and flashy lights and stuff are throwing me off, so, you know, try to stick to the commentary. Nice little profile picture there. Oh, I just love pixel art. Even though I'm not good at these shooters, a lot of times that's why I like to record about my video. I just think they translate so well, like, on video, and I don't know, like, I just appreciate, like, the rotation and the scaling and just the art of pixel art. Like, I used to, when it was slow at work, like, there's barely anything we could do on the computer, so I used to like to draw pixel art with MS Paint, so seeing all this stuff in motion was really awesome. So this is a pretty bizarre version of 1942. I don't remember anything being this technically advanced then. Well, how would I remember? I wasn't alive then. So I don't remember seeing in books or movies anything this technologically advanced. And I don't think they really have a lot of this stuff now, even if they tried to build it. It definitely has that anime, let's suspension of disbelief, let's add mechs and gigantic robots to shit vibe. But maybe it's from all this time travel and some butterfly effect that created all these alternate realities. We'll just pretend the game was really thinking like, oh, it turned into a spider. Anyway, as I was saying, we'll just think that the developers were really thinking that this game should be that complex and have all this backstory, but I don't think that's the case, but we can pretend. As you can see, I'm terrible at this game. And if I actually finish this game in the arcade owner would probably be a millionaire, because I'd probably have to use an awful lot of quarters. I imagine the Saturn version would have limited continues, but since this is emulating the arcade, you can pretty much die as much as you want and experience the whole game, which is cool, I guess, if you want to see the whole game. And if you don't think it's fair, you know, something you could do to get the console experience or the fair experience is just limit yourself to how many continues you use. Because I noticed like some people gripe, they're like, oh, it's too easy because you can keep on putting like credits in and starting over without really having any consequence of dying. But at the same time, it's like you can restrain yourself from keep on putting in continues and enjoy it for like its difficulty and like play it for real. Because like in the arcade, if you want, that's terrible, if you wanted to play the game again, all you'd have to do is put in a quarter, which is essentially adding an extra credit. It's good for me with these videos because I actually can show you more than just the first level. Imagine you'd have to play through this game many times to know what the hell is going on. The transparencies in this game are kind of weird. I don't know how it'll translate on YouTube, but the shadows are like parallel lines. It kind of looks cool, even though it's not like a true transparency. It's actually a limitation, but I still think it's cool. Saturn wasn't known for transparencies either, so I guess this is right up its alley. This game does remind me if like you combine 6 Sega Genesis together to like make this ultimate game. Because I know on Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the Saturn, like some of the transparent enemies have that same effect, where it's a bunch of like parallel lines, where it just creates the illusion. 1999. So this was the future back then when this game came out. What was it? 95, I think this game came out. It's kind of funny because now this is kind of pretty far in the past. I mean, over a decade. It's kind of nuts to think it. It's just like when I watch Predator 2, it's kind of funny. It's supposed to be in the future and it's like 1997. Like Terminator, the Apocalypse, that happened in 97 too, or I think around that time. Something horrible happened during that time. I don't think the whole future war started by then, but I think that's when the nuclear apocalypse happened. That's one of my favorite movies. I should know the history a little bit better, but I have like a bunch of shit shooting at me right now. Not that it matters, because I'm just gonna keep on putting in credits, but you know, it's cool. And this battleship packs a punch. It's like the shittiest flying device to take on of a come on, start. Shit. Well, that was really short-lived. Anyway, I was saying, like, these ships are pretty shitty designed for like taking on like a whole armada of like freaking like planes and ships and all this shit. You think I'd have at least a few people on my side help me out. Maybe that extra one ship would make this game slow down terribly. I'm loving the explosions. A game that shoots a lot of bullets and explosions is okay by me. I don't even care if the game's not that good, as long as I get to see it. Fortunately, if I actually had the Saturn version, or play this in arcade unless I had a shitload of quarters, I'd only see the explosions of the first level. There is a lot going on in this screen. I could safely say that if I play this game like a million times, and try to remember every pattern in this game, I don't think I could still finish it. And that's saying like on a handful of credits too. Could do it. So I'm glad they come out with these little compilations so I actually can see and enjoy what the game looks like. I mean, I could watch a video of it, but it's more fun. I didn't even mean to type that, it just happened. This will be the last credit. Will it last long? I don't know. There's too much shit on the screen. I don't know what's going on. Well, that powerful attack is really handy. It's kind of cheap, but maybe so is the game. If you were interested in this game, I would definitely just stick to the arcade compilation. I'm sure the Saturn version might cost a pretty penny. It almost looks like polygons. This level looks cool. It's a completely different kind of art style with the background like that. This is like 1941 on crack, or 1942. I don't know which the first one started on. Isn't that sad? And I probably owned the game at one point. Can't remember if the Capcom series started in 1941 or 1942. I believe 1942 was the first one. I mean, that would be the most accurate assessment with history or whatnot. Alright, I said that was the last credit, so I'm going to end the video here. If I said anything retarded, I apologize. You know, it's all that stuff shooting around. Well, that was what I said it was earlier. I can't even remember the name of it because it's really not an English word and it doesn't really stick to my mind. But feel free to look up the title, which should be above this video. So anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, leave a comment, and also remember to check out the channel description where there's a list of consoles, and if there's a game that you want me to play on any of those consoles, send me a message either on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, and I'll be more than happy to play that game for you. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching me fail epically. I hope you enjoyed the commentary and whatnot. So, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.